This past week saw Microsoft announce that Power Automate Desktop, which came from its acquisition of RPA specialist Softomotive in 2020, will be made available free of charge to all Windows 10 users. Until now, a single user license cost $15 plus a month, but Microsoft is now moving towards bundling the software in with every edition and every license of Windows 10. Now, it's easy to jump on this announcement and shout about how the RPA market is being completely disrupted and how Microsoft has basically won the game and every other vendor needs to pick up its ball and just go home. But the truth is not really as simple as game over, although this will impact the wider market. It's certainly true, of course, that Microsoft has a significant amount of power in many markets by virtue of its colossal install base. And parts of the software industry I've watched for 20 plus years have always watched the company keenly as it's entered new spaces. And in the RPA space, Microsoft's install base is a particularly strong weapon in its armory because many RPA use cases center around automating legacy Windows-based applications. And so instead of having to find, download, and use third-party desktop automation tools, individuals will just be able to launch Power Automate Desktop on any Windows 10 machine out of the box. However, it's important to note that, just as its name suggests, the free Microsoft Power Automate Desktop product is all about attended automation, where automation happens directly on a Windows machine, kind of in front of a user and as requested by a user. Microsoft is making it clear that this move is all about supporting the broader goal of the Power Platform to democratize development and building. It's all about, in Microsoft's words, expanding the imagination of the typical PC user to make them believe they can be a developer. This is not where most of the money is made in the RPA market today. Other vendors are already offering free versions of their platforms for individuals to use and are making most of their money out of tools and platforms that help organizations deliver value across multiple projects, multiple teams, and the operation of dozens or hundreds or maybe even thousands of bots. And what's more, the specialist vendors that started out offering only RPA technology are now busy broadening out their offerings beyond RPA across process discovery, intelligent document processing, API-focused integration, even lightweight application development. And so the bundling of Power Automate Desktop with Windows 10 isn't going to completely disrupt today's successful RPA specialist vendors. It could still have a material effect on the market though, and I think this could unfold in a couple of ways. First is that the bundling of Power Automate Desktop opens buyers' minds to looking at Microsoft's Power Platform more broadly. This is likely to ultimately make it tougher for what you might think of as second-tier automation vendors without clear differentiation to continue to build business as independent players. And the second is that vendors like Automation Anywhere and UiPath, which both have strands of their strategies focused on making bots and automation available to every worker in every organization, are going to find it more complicated to convince clients to roll out their platforms universally. Having said that, the realization of both these threats really depends on organizations becoming aware of what they have available through Windows 10, and that's not a certainty. Well, that's my 2 pence, but I'd love to know what you think. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like and share, and I will see you again very soon. Take care. Cheers.